So if you look at their job positions, you will see that, wait, what? Why is Hyliion hiring so many software developers? Hi guys, boy, do I have an interesting video about Hyliion today. If you thought there is no more information about Hyliion, you just didn't believe in my channel enough. There are 3 big overlooked things that I will cover in this video. Don't miss any of them because they could be a missing piece of a puzzle. I will talk about who and why Hyliion is hiring right now. I will also talk about what is it that Hyliion is building right now. And also what we missed about 2 key Hyliion employees. And the last thing, I will talk about price. So when I was searching for some information for you guys, I went to Hyliion job offers, and this is what I found. Hyliion is currently looking for 20 new people, which is completely normal. In fact, if you compare it to someone like Nikola, they're hiring probably like 80 people. So Nikola is more aggressive with acquiring new people. The surprising part is who it is that Hyliion is hiring. Let's take a look at that. You can see all sorts of job offers here, but we will go straight to Dev and Engineer section, which has 14 positions open right now. So we can see that first job offer is a senior mobile developer. That is actually a software developer. Then you see Vice President of Software and Controls, again, software. Senior Design Engineer, that is not software. Then Software Quality Assurance Engineer, that is software. Then you see Senior Full Stack Engineer, software, that is not. This is software. This is software. This is software. This is software, and this is software. If you thought that Hyliion was just a powertrain solution, you are wrong. If you compare this ratio of employees to Nikola stack, for example, Nikola is looking for 4 software positions out of 70 open positions. You can make assumptions on that. Okay, so why I am so happy to see that Hyliion is massively hiring software engineers. The reason why it is so important is that I don't want Hyliion be just another trucking company. It is no secret that trucking companies are not that exciting for investors. You can take a look at their PE ratios and you will see that these companies are not the hottest stock on the market. So to see that Hyliion actually realizes that the potential is in the software and not just in hardware, that is just another sign that the execution of this business plan is the way I would imagine it to be. And when I thought that my dopamine level was at its peak, then I saw another bump. Just over a period of 2 hours that I had opened this page with the job offers from Hyliion, 2 new job offers were added after I refreshed the page. It is the 20th of October, and 2 hours ago Hyliion posted a new job offer for a vice president of marketing. And I know so many people are blaming Hyliion for its lack of social presence. Well, guess what? One of its functions will be oversee social media marketing strategy and content marketing. Guys, please, we are not done yet, but share this video with anyone who you know that it is invested in Hyliion. I think this shouldn't be overlooked. Also, subscribe because I'm a long-term investor in Hyliion and I'll just keep posting videos. Now let's talk about what is Hyliion potentially building. Are we going to see some new software? Why does Hyliion need so many software engineers? Are there some news coming up? If we would go through some photos or videos, we would see that software is actually a big part of Hyliion. There is an Hyliion app that is helping to understand drivers to track efficiency. Now let's take a closer look at the hiring team, what it is that the future team is telling us about what they're building. I went through every single one, and here is just a summary of what this team should be working on based on their competency. The word that stood out to me the most, more than others, is ADAS. And since I own Tesla shares, I already know what this is. So what is ADAS? ADAS is Advanced Driver Assistance System. Are electronic systems that assist drivers in driving and parking functions. ADAS system use automated technology such as sensors and cameras to detect nearby obstacles or driver errors and respond accordingly. Well, that could be confusing. So, do I think that Hyliion is developing their own autonomous driving system? No. I think no one will beat either Google Waymo, Tesla, or Intel autonomous driving. That's why I'm investing in all three stocks. But what it could mean for Hyliion? I think that means A, they are working on making their trucks simply smarter than traditional trucks, which would mean that with Hyliion, you wouldn't just upgrade hardware and efficiency, but you could have also smarter version of a truck. Or it could mean B, they're planning to implement an existing autonomous driving technology. And that would be gold. I personally believe that Intel, after buying Mobileye for $15 billion, is the most advanced autonomous driving technology. Even better than Tesla. Just check it out. It's definitely worth it. Their technology is superior. For Hyliion, there are many opportunities to simply implement an existing solution. And honestly, I think this should be the path to go. It shouldn't be that surprising that Hyliion is hiring so many people. Actually, I think this is just the beginning. After the merger, this company have so much money that it is available for scaling their business plan to maximize their full potential. And money has to be used the correct way. And the right way right now, it is to actually boost their development hardware and software, and as well prepare for mass production. I believe this is their biggest challenge. And as for now, Hyliion has $520 million of cash and no debt. So that is enough for bringing ERX to the market. It is a bit harsh to say, but they don't actually need to care about the stock price right now. They have their money, now they need to deliver. Let's talk about their two most important employees. All this digging about employees made me take a look at two most important people that will, in my opinion, drive Hyliion's success. So who are they? One of them is Patrick Sexton. This guy is a Chief Technology Officer, which is basically the guy who is responsible for technology of Hyliion. If you look at his LinkedIn profile, you can see that he was until the last year employee of Dana on the position of Director of Engineering, Powertrain Innovations. Yeah, sure, Dana is investor in Hyliion, but imagine that you would give up one of your directors of any part of your company. This means Dana is not going to even attempt the disruption of this part of the truck, which was one of my concerns. So at the end of the day, I'm just happy that someone who was in charge of innovating the powertrain for 6 years at Dana is now working at Hyliion. Who is the second most important guy in Hyliion? Mr. Matt called the director of sales in Hyliion. This is actually where I'm not that happy for the choice of this guy being director of sales. We work with information we have, right? So if I look at his LinkedIn profile, for someone who will be in charge of selling 4 billion in sales in 2024, I would like to see someone more experienced. His profile says that he is in sales just 3 years. There should be someone more experienced. This is my concern. By no means I'm trying to discredit this young guy. He might have the energy, he might have the ambitions, but you can't lead sales team without actually experience in both as a salesman and as a director of sales. Over my 16 years in marketing, I've seen good and bad salespeople, and I studied Jordan Belfort, Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, even the FBI negotiator Chris Voss. It takes talent and time to be an exceptional salesperson. There is no way around it, and this is just my opinion, and I hope I'm wrong. Now let's talk about Hyliion stock price. I can tell you that it's getting really interesting there. This is actually tempting me to buy more shares. But I think for now, I'll just be patient. It's getting really close to just lose control of the temptation and buy more. I'm sure it's not just me. I'm sure Jim Cramer is having his fingers on the button buy. You probably remember when he was in his show and he mentioned that he saw it interesting in a level price of $20. I'm sure this guy is going to have another talk on the topic of Hyliion, and he will just pat himself on the shoulder how he guessed the price correctly. Trust me, we will hear from Jim Cramer more. And I'm sure many of you are also tempted by the price. I think I will just wait for the dip, if there is any. And if there is not, it's going to be unfortunate. But we just need to play this one safe. Guys, keep in mind that I keep these videos in optimistic mood that is in no means trying to make a hype. I'm simply invested in this stock and excited about the progression. So you should keep in mind that I am not a financial advisor, and you should make your own opinion also from other sources. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, and see you guys next time.